And strawberry shortcake, because Father's Day is the following day. Again, happy Father's Day. It's been an amazing Friday for us. Have an amazing day.
Currently in our area, 82 degrees under fair skies. Today, partly cloudy early, followed by scattered thunderstorms this afternoon. High 88. Chance of rain 60%. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies with scattered thunderstorms during the evening. Low 74. Chance of rain 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Right now on Wake Up With Al, we've got a stormy weekend on tap for parts of the country. Breaking down the timing, let you know who could see large winds, large hail, damaging winds, and isolated tornadoes.
And another showery start for the Northeast as many head out of town for Father's Day weekend. Reagan Medji joins us live from the Jersey Turnpike this morning, where people can hopefully squeeze their travel in between the showers, Reagan.
It's been rainy and gloomy all week in the Northeast, but Mother Nature has a surprise for good old Dad for Father's Day. I'm Reagan Medji, and I'll have the details of some nice weekend weather coming up.
Live from New York and the heart of Rockefeller Center, it's Wake Up With Al Roker and Stephanie Abrams.
It is a TGI Friday, June 13th, 2014. Are you superstitious?
Not at all.
All right, then. Then you don't care that it's Friday the 13th.
Say being for the fear of Friday the 13th, though.
Trixidecaphobia. Trixidecaphobia. That's right. While you're saying that, I'm going to go over to the big monitor and bring you your top three, the top three stories you need to know about. If you're here in the Northeast, you know it's been raining. Well, guess what? Good news. Last rainy day. Stormy in the south, and we've got a severe threat breaking out this weekend. We're going to be watching that for today. One more day of probably some airport delays if you're trying to get away to see Dad or get Dad in here from Washington, Philly, New York, Boston. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. Down south, more of the same. If you're flying through in Atlanta, could be some problems. Miami, look for afternoon thunderstorms as well. And here's what we're really concerned about. Tomorrow, the outbreak, and we've got Torcons to talk about. Minneapolis, Fargo into North Platte, that's tomorrow. And then to the east of that dotted line, Chicago, Kansas City, Wichita, Oklahoma City could be looking at severe weather as well. All right, let's get today's severe threat. Jen Carfagno, what's happening?
All right, Al. Well, right now we have some storms out there. Not a whole lot in the way of severe weather, but we do have some wet weather to affect your drive from New Orleans to Biloxi and keeping you off the beaches here as well, over towards Orange Beach and Pensacola. Showers not far away either. New Orleans, we look closer in, and some heavier bouts of rain. Anywhere you see some of the reds and oranges on the radar, that is some heavy rainfall, and that's what we're dealing with right now. We are definitely seeing that around Tampa. And again, no severe warnings at this time, but there's lightning with some of these storms, and we're also tracking the rain coming down heavy at times on some of the roads out here. So that's going to be the biggest hazard at the moment, plus keeping you inside today as well right there around the Tampa-St. Pete area. Nashville, we've got a front on its way through, but for now we've got showers out there. Watching showers in Nashville and down towards Murfreesboro. You know, we're keeping a close watch on Manchester, Tennessee for Bonnaroo. There will be showers today, and everyone's out camping and walking in the fields, and it's going to be a little messy out there for today. Tomorrow, though, that front moves through Tennessee, and we do get to dry out. A lot of Alabama, Mississippi, we get to dry out, even North Georgia, North Carolina, and Pinehurst. Tell you what, we may just luck out with some pretty good weather by Sunday to finish up the U.S. Open, but there will be some thunderstorms rebounding back into the southeast as our front, that old front sort of gets stuck and tails back into parts of Georgia and South Carolina and Florida. We never get to clear the front, so we keep it sticking around right through the weekend. Now, for New New Orleans, we're going to see a stormy day today. Some showers, some thunderstorms, some with heavy rain. Saturday's our day off. Then we get back in the wet pattern for Sunday. Monday and Tuesday look dry, but just hot and steamy. Alan, Steph, back to you.
Well, Father's Day weekend. Maybe you're looking to take Dad to a ball game, golfing, or maybe a road trip.
Yes, this is a weekend to do it. Our Reagan Medji is at the New Jersey Turnpike, and after a week of nasty weather, Reagan.
If you're waking up in the Northeast, you're looking out the window, and it's almost like Groundhog Day. It seems this whole week has been the same weather-wise, but this weekend, the sun is going to make a debut. But before we get to that, we are at a rest stop along the New Jersey Turnpike here near Newark, New Jersey. And you see behind me, there's a couple of people just lined up getting their gas tanks filled up for the weekend ahead. And if we pan up to the commute for the Northeast, it looks like it's working and flowing rather well here in the Northeast. Now, this rain, as I said, it's not going to be sticking around much longer. When we hit the weekend, we hit Saturday, we hit Sunday, and even into Monday, the sun will be throughout most of the Northeast. Now, that is a good thing because this weekend, it is Father's Day. Hint, get a card for Dad. It is Father's Day, so I'm sure a lot of people will be heading to the ballpark. They'll be heading to take Dad out fishing or any outdoor activity because Mother Nature is on our side for this weekend, Father's Day. Back to you.
All right, Reagan, thanks so much. Okay, so here in the Northeast, as she said, one more gloomy day.
Yes, and then the showers will be moving out. Tonight, still lingering, but check this out as we head into our Saturday forecast in the Northeast.
Nice. Little chorus of angels.
A high pressure moves in. That's your chorus of angels.
There you go. So once we get through today, it's looking spectacular here in New York.
Temperatures.
I know. That's going to be awfully nice. All right, let's get caught up with our news headlines.
Yes, Richard Louie is in the house this morning. What was that laugh for, Richard?
Because I was just thinking, I'm glad I made it in here. I was looking for beta tape-sized hail or something. It's a CD. I was laughing with you guys as well. Something we've been watching that happened just within the last 3 or 4 hours. 28-year-old Army Sergeant Bo Bergdahl is back on U.S. soil. The freed Taliban prisoner of war was flown from the U.S. military hospital in Germany to the Brooke Army Medical Center in San Antonio, Texas. There, he is expected to receive specialized treatment that the military has devised for soldiers freed from lengthy captivities. The lights will be dimmed on Broadway tonight in honor of Ruby Dee, who died yesterday at the age of 91. Her long, wide-ranging career included an Emmy and an Oscar nomination for the 2007 film American Gangster. She was a part of the first ever production of A Raisin in the Sun, which you guys probably remember here. Maybe not, you guys are a little bit too young. Dee and her late husband, Ossie Davis, the famous Ossie Davis, also had a passion for civil rights. They served as master of ceremonies for the historic March on Washington in 1963. Oh, wow. Ruby Dee was 91. I was thinking of Do the Right Thing when I was watching her and husband Ossie Davis, and I believe her character was it Mother Sister? Yeah. And actually, FLOTUS, the First Lady, was saying the first date, or one of the first dates with Barack Obama, they saw that movie and remember her. Yeah. No,
I got to tell you, she and her husband, they were like the first. They were the first couple of American theater.
Ossie Davis was so hilarious.
The power couple of theater.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. Them along with Hume Cronin and Jessica Tandy. That's right. All right. Thank you so much. Okay. Hey, Jen Carfagno, what's happening for the rest of the day today?
Well, let's go to the Northeast, where we have a lot of showers around on Broadway and everywhere else in the Northeast. Rain, some heavy drizzle, some light, but we got it all. Now, today, as we take a look at the forecast here, we're going to see the showers sticking around, and some of this rain heavy at times will really disrupt travel. Airport delays have been a problem already today, but we are going to see a front track in, and by the end of the day, we're going to be clearing out, and we're going to see some improving weather by tonight for places like Pittsburgh and Buffalo. It's going to take all day and maybe even some of tomorrow for Boston, but we'll get there and we'll get the front through. So for now, we've got the showers around. Be ready for airport delays if you're traveling by air today. Be ready for slow travel on the roads because some of this rain will be very heavy at times. A couple of flash flood watches still posted through today. All right, that's a look at the day ahead in the Northeast. Alan, Steph, back to you.
Jen, thank you. Okay, so the phrase living life on the edge takes a whole new meaning in Texas.
Yes, a luxury home's about to fall in the water just ahead on Wake Up Without the decision on how to deal with his dangling mansion.
Hmm. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
Did you know there is an oldest trick in the book?
What?
Trick number 1. Look us over there. Ha ha! Madest thou look So endeth the trick. Hey. Yes.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you, well, you know.
Dozens of family attractions, hundreds of fun restaurants, thousands of rooms with a view of the emerald green water, 24 miles of sugar white sand beaches. Get a little sand in your soul. Start planning at emeraldcoastfl.com.
The seas I deal with usually has to do with how broke I am. Because if I'm broke, I'll stay out in anything. It doesn't matter if it's rough. It doesn't matter if it's raining. I still gotta shoot fish.
Heavy rain and lightning expected.
I should probably be more scared of it now that you're on this boat.
Catching Hell, Sundays at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 82 degrees under fair skies. Today, thunderstorms developing in the afternoon. High 89. Chance of rain 60%. Tonight, scattered thunderstorms early, then partly cloudy after midnight. Low 74. Chance of rain 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
America's Morning Headquarters with Sam Champion.
Not just a morning forecast, a morning show.
AMHQ with Sam Champion, the Weather Channel's brand new morning show.
This season, we're taking back the backyard. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Kill bugs and keep them out for up to 12 months. Ortho, now just $4.88.
In 1902, Carrier introduced the world to modern air conditioning, allowing people to live comfortably, anywhere. Get ready for our next big cool idea. Now the people who invented home comfort as we know it are thinking about the specifics of your home and how you live in it. What if you could control your home's energy efficiency with a fingertip, or just let us do all the work for you? Well, what if is now what is. Carrier. Turn to the experts.
My tiny win? Going with the Smart Snack. Another tiny win? My Crystal Light Liquid. Because delicious fruit flavor with 0 calories is a victory in itself. Share your tiny win. Rich, chewy caramel, rolled up in smooth milk chocolate.
All aboard.
Rolo, get your smooth on.
New Gain Flings are like music to your nose.
Your love keeps lifting me higher and higher.
More Gain Scent plus OxyBoost and Febreze for 3 big things in one Gain Fling. It's our best gain ever.
This weekend, jet stream up to the north. We get that nice flow of warmer air coming in, and look at those temperatures. 73 in Chicago today, Cincinnati 75, same in Minneapolis.
Perfect. And then we warm up a little bit more as we head into the day tomorrow. You see some of those 80s starting to creep on in, and they
Father's
get even
Day.
hotter.
Boom.
86 degrees, hot on Father's Day for Chicago standards. Some people don't even have air conditioning still in the Chicagoland area.
They don't shut it up, turn it up until then. And look at this, 87 on Father's Day in Chicago, 91 by Tuesday. 7-day coming up with Jen Carfagno in 2 minutes. But first, a house that is literally a cliffhanger.
It is, and not the kind that are in your nose. You know.
Like a movie or a TV show.
I know, but do you know how you say, like,
we first told you about this story yesterday, but now we get an up-close look at the luxury home that's no longer so luxurious. Amanda Guerra has the story.
You know what I'm talking about.
It's not normal for a lot of boaters to be around this part of Lake Whitney, but as we turned the corner, you could see exactly why. This home, the size of a mansion, teetering on the edge of a cliff.
I'd say pretty much a mess.
Pat Small is a local fisherman and was nice enough to give us an up-close look at what is causing boaters to flock to this area. The images are shocking. You can see straight into the bedrooms, the ceiling fans spinning, the foundation literally dangling by threads, and chunks of concrete, wood, and rubble crumbled to the water's edge.
I thought it was pretty risky. I've seen it in other instances here on the lake before, not where there was a home fell in the water, but I've seen rocks that size fall off these bluffs.
Pat says the home was already incredibly close to the edge of the cliff. In fact, authorities say several months ago, when the homeowners discovered a massive crack, the home was condemned and they moved out. But just a few days ago, even more of the cliff collapsed. You can see it right here, the edge of the stone peaking above the water. Now, Pat was able to drive us up close and show us exactly the large chunk that fell into the water. This right here is the tip that is sticking out. But if you take a look at here on sonar, it goes all the way to here. From here to here, 45 feet approximately, a huge chunk of limestone that collapsed underneath this home. And there's no telling when or if the rest could come tumbling down. On Lake Whitney, Amanda Guerra, NBC5.
So here's a safety tip. Don't build your home on a limestone cliff.
Yeah, because I was just asking Al in Florida, that's where all the sinkholes and they dissolve. So don't build on limestone.
Okay, so local fire department says they're going to actually, to destroy this thing, burn it to the ground at 10 a.m. today. Homeowner responsible for the cleanup costs.
Yikes. So we want to get your 7-day forecast. And Jen, if I was that homeowner, I wouldn't be able to watch that.
I know.
Have to,
me neither.
Close my eyes.
And clean it up too. Oh, guys, weather today too. You know, we're watching some storms out there. In Texas, we're going to be watching this front coming through. I think, you know, that area actually will be drying out, but south of there, showers and storms. Everyone in the east gets a chance of getting wet today. A lot of moisture, a lot of humidity in the air, but the front comes through and clears us out, at least in the mid-Atlantic and northeast. Then our eyes go to this big red area tomorrow. That's our next system coming into the plains. Severe weather chances on Saturday. Heads up there. We'll have more throughout the morning on the tornado risks. On Sunday, we see this front move east, and we're going to see showers and storms in Wisconsin and in parts of Illinois, and that all heads east by the time we get Monday into Tuesday. All right, guys, back to you.
Jen, thanks so much. Getting warmer and sunnier here in the Northeast for Father's Day.
And speaking of fathers, if you haven't yet scooped up the perfect present, don't worry. We have some last-minute gifts.
The sun has always powered life. And now it powers our latest innovation to heat and cool your home more efficiently. Introducing the world's only solar-powered home energy system, which saves you up to half off your heating and cooling bill. Get up to $1,700 back or special financing on select Lennox home comfort systems. Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
For more information, contact your local Lennox dealer.
Of milk, all the deliciousness of Hershey's syrup. Squeeze, stir, share.
We're the names you know in the places you want to be, where you can explore super destinations and do everything under the sun. 12 brands, more hotels than anyone else in the world. Save up to 25% and earn bonus points when you book at WyndhamRewards.com.
It doesn't take much to be happy. When you enjoy the simplest and truest things, asking for nothing more than what you've got. Look at your swimming pools. They'll never be enough. Like your fancy watches and your big cars. One day you realize that what matters is not the size of your car. It's the size of your yacht.
Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
Celebrate Dad. Get him this DeWalt 20-volt lithium drill for just $99 at Lowe's.
Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really?
Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so...
Another reason more people stay with State Farm. Get to a better state.
The most dangerous job on the planet. Storms and rain and lightning. The adrenaline starts running. I make one mistake and I'm dead.
20 years ago, I wanted to buy a car. But you see, I did have a problem before I came to Earl Stewart because the people where I went didn't want to even bother with me. So on my way home, I saw the sign, Earl Stewart Toyota. 6 cars later, he has helped and helped and helped. And that's why I continue to use Earl Stewart Toyota. I am truly a satisfied customer.
Earl Stewart.
So I remember my GPA from college. And I know my IQ.
Okay.
And I know what blood type I have.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know my credit score.
You don't know your credit score?
I don't know my credit score.
That's really important. I mean,
I don't know my
Don't you want to buy a house, like, ever? You should probably check out Credit Karma. It's free.
Credit Karma. Free.
Free.
That's how much?
That's how much it's free.
Credit Karma. Really free credit scores. No credit card needed.
Today, or go to quickenloans.com for a mortgage experience that's engineered to amaze.
The Weather Channel's new morning show.
It all starts with the weather.
America's Morning Headquarters with Sam Champion. Weekday mornings at 7, only on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 83 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, thunderstorms developing in the afternoon. High 89. Chance of rain 60%. Tonight, scattered thunderstorms early, then partly cloudy after midnight. Low 74. Chance of rain 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Okay, it's 20 past the hour, and we've been joking all morning about this CD size hail. Oh my, and it looks like a CD.
It does look like a CD.
So we will take back all of our bad jokes.
Okay, this is from KTAB anchor Matthew Torres in Abilene, Texas.
We have never seen flat hail like that looked like a CD, but
it's about
really
4 inches in diameter. There were also reports of baseball-sized hail in several counties across Texas. Wow.
Well, we really need to take back everything that we said.
Well, most days we need to take back everything we said.
That's very true.
Parts of the country could be in for a stormy weekend. Let's turn to Greg Postel. He's at the expert
Let's
desk.
ask him, Postel, have you ever seen a disc-shaped piece of hail like that?
Have I ever seen hail? I've seen pumpkin-sized hail, Steph. Come on. No, I've never seen hail that big, and thankfully so. It can be pretty destructive. And we do have a chance for some big hail this weekend across the plains. On Saturday, look at our severe weather outlook. All across this area shaded in red, all those cities, Sioux Falls, Omaha, North Platte, Fargo, North Dakota, maybe even getting into Minneapolis with a chance for really all modes of severe weather. Hail, large hail, high winds, and tornadoes. Culprit right here, big upper level low with a strong batch of winds aloft coming out ahead of it, and that is going to lift the atmosphere out ahead of it as it moves to the east and help develop surface low pressure system tomorrow Saturday across parts of the plains. What that's going to do is drag moisture northward out of the Gulf of Mexico, guys, and with that strong jet stream aloft, you had all those ingredients together, and you get a chance for some big storms with tornadoes. We've got a Torcon of 5 there in parts of Nebraska and Kansas, 4 in Iowa and western Minnesota. So that would mean a 40% chance of a tornado within 50 miles of a point. That's on Saturday. Now on Sunday, the system I think begins to weaken a little bit, but still a little bit of severe weather along and ahead of that cold front outlined in these areas right here with hail and high winds, the primary threat. Alan, Steph, back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Greg. Well, according to the National Retail Federation, Americans are going to spend $7.4 billion less on Father's Day gifts than they spend on Mother's Day gifts.
Yeah, I mean, Clint Carter is an editor at Men's Health, and he's here with some great last-minute gifts.
We want to get those numbers up.
And I'm glad that you brought expensive stuff, because Al says we always spend more on Mom than we do on Dad.
Well, we need to change that.
Let's change that right now.
Spend some money on Dad this year.
I like this. Well, I don't know, even know what this is.
I feel like I need to get in this thing.
Want it.
You're gonna,
it's the whole anything machine. Okay, so...
Is it like a hand truck?
You can...
As well as a wheelbarrow?
It's a hand truck, right, but you flip the legs down, it turns into a wheelbarrow. You flip it up, it turns into a dolly.
Oh my God.
It is not approved for this kind of use. But you can put a trash bag in there when it's all not bent out of shape.
Speaking of which, you did actually bend it out of shape.
Not approved.
Oh, wow. And look at the shape of it.
Not approved for hauling humans. All right, moving on.
Thanks for barbecue. That I need to lose some weight.
This one's a little more difficult to break. So it's great. It makes sure that you don't screw up your meat when you're cooking. So you have up to 4 probes, put them into 4 pieces of meat, and then you can monitor the temperature.
Please don't try to stick
from
that in.
your phone. So you get 150 feet away. You can still check the temperature, make sure the steaks are medium rare, chicken's not overdone.
Does it work like if you're not feeling very well? You can put it under your tongue?
Too sharp. No. Again, not safe for human use. The EcoQ grill, this is great, only $80. It's a travel grill that folds up completely flat from where it is now. It weighs only 8 pounds. Great for going to the beach. Great for going to the campsite.
Uses charcoal?
Charcoal, yep, charcoal or wood, whatever. $80 on Rodales.com.
Now, I've seen these before. This is really cool.
Ice cream ball, great. It makes kid-powered ice cream. So you put your rock salt and your ice in one side, then all your ingredients in here.
Kick it around, right?
Kick it around, throw it, play dodgeball, whatever you want to do. After about 20 minutes,
play dodgeball with this.
After about 20 minutes, you have ice cream. It's good ice cream too, really good.
Now this is kind of interesting.
TomTom GPS watch. I love this one because there are a lot of GPS watches out there, but this one is so simple. It only has 4 buttons, huge screen. You don't need a computer science degree to navigate it, and it measures your heart rate through your wrist.
Without that band.
You don't need the strap.
10 seconds. What do we have for clothing?
These are the ABC pants from Lululemon. That stands for anti-ball crushing technology,
oh my gosh.
which Dad will love.
I'm out.
They wick.
Local
You've got a gut and crotch.
Oh.
Every dad deserves that.
Presenting the latest in beauty.
It's luxury.
At the hottest boutique, the new paint studio at Ace.
Say what?
That's right. Brilliant colors from Clark & Kensington and Valspar Paint.
Like a high five for your eyes.
Find helpful advice and discover your perfect color with our new pint-sized mixable color samples.
A whole pint of paint.
$4.99 at Ace.
Ace is a place to help the hardware folks. Helpful is beautiful.
Did you know your eyes can lose vital nutrients as you age?
That's why there's Ocuvite, to help replenish key eye nutrients. Ocuvite has a unique formula not found in your multivitamin to help protect your eye health. Ocuvite, help protect your eye health.
And so the conversation turned until the sun went down.
It's human nature to plan ahead, but sometimes our best ideas come when there's no plan at all. When we just go with the flow and let the day unfold as it was meant to be. A day on the water, soaking up the sun. A day we leave up in the air. Yesterday, this was just a last-minute idea. Today, our big surprise is Pure Michigan. Your trip begins at michigan.org.
Am I missing a deadline? Will I get there in time? Am I going too fast? Did I close the garage door? Stay in your lane. I don't think I sent that email. I should make a reservation. I thought it was clear. Okay, brake. I didn't see that coming.
Its instinct to protect leaves you free to drive. Lease the Infiniti Q50 for $369 a month.
In pursuit of all things awesome, amazing, and that's epic, bro, we've forgotten just how good is.
Good is setting a personal best before going for a world record. Good is swinging to get on base before swinging for a home run. Good is choosing not to overshoot the moon, but to land right on it and do some experiments.
So start your day off good with a coffee that's good cup after cup. Maxwell House. Good to the last drop.
The Case IH Spring Sales Event is on now, making it a great time to get the equipment you need for this season. With 0% financing for 60 months on all Farmall and Maxim Series tractors, as well as our complete line of hay tools, you can turn everyday chores into everyday savings. But hurry, the Spring Sales Event ends June 30th, 2014. For more information, ask your local Case IH dealer or go to caseih.com/special offers.
I'm taking a beating here down to the ground as we're just dealing with these sheets of rain and winds that are howling 50, 60 miles per hour. I'm going to ride this one out, guys. I'm going to ride this one out right here.
Currently in our area, 83 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, thunderstorms developing in the afternoon. High 89. Chance of rain 60%. Tonight, scattered thunderstorms early, then partly cloudy after midnight. Low 74. Chance of rain 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Original series. Every time I shoot a fish and I'm wrestling them, that's when I'm scared. Catching Hell, Sundays at 9 on the Weather Channel.
This morning on Wake Up with Al, we've got a severe weather threat ramping up heading into Father's Day weekend. Torcons of 5 already. What big towns are in line for the worst weather? We'll tell you.
Plus, pack your patience if you're headed out of town for Father's Day weekend. Another day of dodging showers and storms, but you know what? There is literally a light at the end of the tunnel.
Sunlight.
Yes, sunlight. We've got the timing for when the rain finally moves out.
I've been fishing for all my life, but really fly fishing, focusing fully on fly fishing for about 4 years. It feels absolutely natural. I mean, it's in my DNA.
Well, in honor of Father's Day, R. Reynolds Wolf shares his passion for fly fishing and what it has to do with his dad. It is such a beautiful story. You do not want to miss this right now on Wake Up with Al.
Live from New York and the heart of Rockefeller Center, it's Wake Up with Al with Al Roker and Stephanie Abrams.
Good morning to you as we continue here on Wake Up with Al for a Friday, June 13th, 2014.
We are live in New York, and we have a lot to get to, so we're going to get right to your top 3.
That's right. Everything you need to know as you start off this weekend. Nothing to be afraid of, even though it is Friday the 13th. It's not going to be unlucky here because we're going to have our last rainy day in the Northeast, stormy down south, a severe threat ramping up in the plains and the upper Midwest. But for today, we've got wet weather up and down the eastern seaboard into the mid-Atlantic states. But the good news is it will be moving out. Down through the south, we are looking at more scattered showers and thunderstorms. Could be some airport delays by the afternoon in Atlanta. And here's that risk we're talking about. Fargo, Minneapolis, North Platte, Rapid City. That's for tomorrow. Then to the east of this dotted line, you've got Chicago, Kansas City, Wichita, Omaha, parts of central Illinois as well. That'll be under the gun. All right, let's get today's severe threat. Jen Carfagno, what's happening?
And it may not be a lot of severe weather, but thunderstorms with lightning is going to be our big concern at Pinehurst for the U.S. Open. Now, they had some rain overnight, and that actually prevented them from mowing around some of the greens and closely mown areas this morning, according to the USGA. So you have that, and then you have this, which is the chance for showers and storms. And the storms are what we're worried about here over throughout the afternoon, really, the entire afternoon. At the moment, the radar is clear, and we're in the clear for the next couple of hours. But there's a few areas on the radar that we're watching and tracking to see what might happen later on today there. One is this batch of showers that we have going on right now in Middle Tennessee, moving east here. We'll track that all the way over into central North Carolina by later today and probably later this evening. We're also watching just a lot of moisture moisture in the southeast, and we are getting that in Florida with showers and some thunderstorms out there. None in Orlando just yet, but coming our way, and you can see up towards Ocala and down towards the Tampa and St. Pete area this morning, Zephyr Hills. We are getting some showers out there, some with some pretty heavy rainfall, some with lightning, keeping you off the beaches here around Clearwater just now. Now let's take a look elsewhere too, because we've had some steadier rain this morning around New Orleans and Biloxi and Orange Beach and Gulf Shores and Pensacola, all getting it right now. We got some heavy rain coming down at the moment there. New Orleans, the heaviest stuff has moved south of us, but you can see it's sort of building back down towards or back towards Baton Rouge as we speak. I-10, a very wet and slow ride that entire stretch through southern Louisiana into Mississippi. Scattered showers and storms today, then the front makes a move and we'll actually get to clear out a bit tomorrow with not very high chance of rain at all in places like Atlanta. A little bit of a chance of rain on Sunday. Back to you.
Well, after a week of gray, drizzly weather in the Northeast, finally going to clear up. Perfect weather for Father's Day. Maybe take Dad golfing, a ball game, even a road trip.
Yes, Regan Medji is live on the New Jersey Turnpike to look at the travel conditions.
If you're waking up in the Northeast, you're looking out the window, and it's almost like Groundhog Day. It seems this whole week has been the same weather-wise, but this weekend, the sun is going to make a debut. But before we get to that, we are at a rest stop along the New Jersey Turnpike here near Newark, New Jersey. And you see behind me, there's a couple of people just lined up getting their gas tanks filled up for the weekend ahead. And if we pan up to the commute for the Northeast, it looks like it's working and flowing rather well here in the Northeast. Now, this rain, as I said, it's not going to be sticking around much longer. When we hit the weekend, we hit Saturday, we hit Sunday, and even into Monday, the sun will be throughout most of the Northeast. Now, that is a good thing because this weekend, it is Father's Day. Hint, get a card for Dad. It is Father's Day, so I'm sure a lot of people will be heading to the ballpark. They'll be heading to take Dad out fishing or any outdoor activity because Mother Nature is on our side for this weekend, Father's Day. Back to you.
For today, more heavier rain as you get north of New York City into the New England.
I think that's a real Father's Day gift, is it's going to be nice out, and so all the kids can get out of the house and Dad can do whatever he wants alone, right?
Then by tomorrow, we're drying out throughout much of the Northeast. Still some lingering showers throughout parts of eastern New England.
Yeah, beautiful. Now, New York is just a representation of the Northeast. This is what it's going to look like for the Mid-Atlantic all the way through New England.
That's right, looking good. Well, our own pal Reynolds Wolf is the first person that comes to mind when we mention fly fishing around the Weather Channel.
Yes, that's right. And he's extremely passionate about the sport, no matter what the weather. And that has everything to do with his dad. So in honors of Father's Day, we wanted to share his story of a fisherman and his father.
I've got three big passions in my life, and my wife, my kids, and fly fishing. To me, Jackson Hole, this is the way the West was supposed to be. This is the way nature is supposed to be. To me, this is the Garden of Eden. I've been fishing for all my life, but really fly fishing, focusing fully on fly fishing for about 4 years. It feels absolutely natural. I mean, it's again, it's in my DNA. It's no surprise that I'm a Pisces, for heaven's sakes. Come on, gotta be into fishing. I love solitude. I love being alone. And this time, usually, you'll find this stretch of river vacant. And to me, that's all the more appealing. When you're out there and you draw the rod back and the line flows behind you, and you have great expectations, you've got a plan, you bring it forward, you scout your target, you bring it back one more time, and this time there's purpose to it. And then you bring it forward one more time and you throw it to the fates. Isn't that like life? It really is. My mom and dad from the mid-1960s used to come out here, and this is where they would go. This was their favorite place in the whole world. My dad died of prostate cancer a few years back, and when he did, the last trip they made here to Jackson Hole was an interesting one. Dad made the comment to Mom that he was one of the men in the family who never picked up the fly rod. He always wanted the opportunity, but cancer had other plans. A year later, on the 1-year anniversary of his death, I came out here alone to Jackson Hole, to Jackson, Wyoming, and I brought his ashes with me. And I hiked a couple of miles down to the Snake River. I found a place that I knew I would have loved. And I put his ashes in the water, and it was just the two of us. And each year on the anniversary of his death, I come back alone, and I go through the snow, I come to the river, and we fish together. My best days are always on Dad's anniversary, always. Not sure why, but those are the most successful days for me. And this year went out and caught 7 fish in an afternoon on Dad's day, and for me it's a very big deal. The thing that's so great about it is when you're out here, cancer does not exist, but the river does, and so does Dad. When the light is fading and the wind is going through the trees and the sound of the river, my gosh, the sound of the river, I hear him talking. Not a day goes by where I don't think about him. I'll come out here as long as I possibly can until I can't walk anymore. This is the love letter of my father.
For those of us who are missing our dads, that's just such a beautiful love letter.
Yeah,
it really
is. I mean, just so raw, and so many people can understand that feeling.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to be back with more after your local on the 8s.
Currently in our area, 84 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, thunderstorms developing in the afternoon. High 89. Chance of rain 60%. Tonight, scattered thunderstorms early, then partly cloudy after midnight. Low 74. Chance of rain 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Pets make us better people. They inspire us to open our hearts to an unexpected friend. At PetSmart, we're in it to create more moments like this every day. PetSmart, inspired by pets.
This Father's Day, let's turn our hero into a superhero. Let's give him the power, consult with his sidekick, and equip him with all the super toys he needs, all on a mild-mannered budget, so he can spend some quality time back in his lair. Then come out strong and save the day. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Ryobi impact driver, drill, batteries, charger, and case, just $99.
Anna.
Now every stop is an opportunity to save gas. And maybe someone's day. Introducing the new fuel-efficient 2014 Malibu with stop-start technology. The car for the richest guys on Earth.
Start your summer off right and get $2,000 customer cash on every 2014 Chevy Malibu.
At LegalZoom, you can take care of virtually all your important legal matters in just minutes. Now it's quicker and easier for you to start your business, protect your family, and launch your dreams. At LegalZoom.com, we put the law on your side.
Avocado bacon omelet. Ooh, a BLT with avocado.
Yeah, fresh avocado, creamy pepper sauce. It's delicious, and it's a great deal.
Sounds amazing. But shouldn't that be called a BLTA?
Sweetheart, one bite and you're not going to care what it's called.
Welcome to Denny's.
I'm not hijacking this plane. I'm trying to save it.
Bring home the must-own Blu-ray. That's non-stop action.
Keep down!
Non-stop. Own it on Blu-ray now.
Dozens of family attractions,
Hundreds of fun restaurants. Thousands of rooms with a view of the emerald green water. 24 miles of sugar white sand beaches. Get a little sand in your soul. Start planning at emeraldcoastfl.com.
A yummy reward is important after a good workout. So I give Butch delicious Milo's Kitchen Chicken Grillers Recipe Dog Treats. That's called inward-facing dog. He can do it all day.
Milo's Kitchen, made in the USA with chicken or beef as the #1 ingredient. The best treats come from the kitchen.
You use Tide Pods?
Yeah. That little guy cleans, brightens, and fights stains. So now I can focus on more pressing matters.
Whoa!
Isn't it beautiful?
Your sweet peppers aren't next to your hot peppers.
That's my Tide. What's yours?
We're the names you know in the places you want to be, where you can explore super destinations and do everything under the sun. 12 brands, more hotels than anyone else in the world. Save up to 25% and earn bonus points when you book at WyndhamRewards.com.
All righty, well, they're very exciting here.
Yes, season 2 of Orange is the New Black is on Netflix right now, and many people are going to wait and then binge on it because they like to do it all in one. And in season 2, there's actually a storm, Superstorm Wanda, that hits the fictional prison in Litchfield, New York.
That's right. Well, here to tell us how the prisoners and guards make it through the storm, 2 of the stars of the show, Dasha Polanco and Selena Leiva. Good morning, ladies. Nice to see you.
Good morning. Thank you so much for being with us.
So tell us this Superstorm Wanda, which I love that name. It's
a
the
fish call.
And you guys are all forced into the cafeteria. So what is that like?
Crazy. I mean, we lose everything, power, and things are boiling. You know, there's a lot of tension happening on set, and the storm is basically just adding to the drama.
And to talk more about the weather, in the first season, there's snow that falls. Is that real snow, fake snow? Are you shooting in the winter, in the summer? What's the deal with all that?
Yes.
It was, because it looked a little too perfect, if you ask me.
It's a combination. Actually, Bennett and Diana scenes are usually outside by the Child Psychiatric Center where we shoot. And I remember that day the grass was frozen. And so there weren't no snowflakes, so obviously they had to use. So they used a combination of the frozen grass and the snowflakes falling on us.
You guys shoot a lot outside, though. I mean, there's a lot of outdoor shooting.
And that can be challenging sometimes. I mean, especially during the winter. We had a very tough, rough winter. And in Rockland County, I think we felt it even more so. So it was really difficult. I think that one of the freezing times that we had, poor Taylor Schilling had to do outdoor scenes by herself. Literally by herself in the freezing cold when it was like below 0 or something.
Why do you guys think that this show resonates for so many people and people just are so excited about it?
Well, it's a diverse cast. I really feel that a lot of the fans can relate to many of the issues that are being displayed. It's thought-provoking.
And the backstories that go along with it. I love the layers.
You know, getting to know the layers of each character and why they're there. There's an understanding, so we get to have compassion for each of the characters.
And you guys are already shooting season 3, so I guess people are already ready. Anything any little tidbits you can give us about what happens?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
So there's no forecast for season 3.
There's storms that come in.
It must be nice though, because on the show you don't wear a lot of makeup, right? Because in prison you can't have makeup, so you don't have to spend a lot of time getting ready. That's got to be nice, though, gotta think.
It is.
We spend a lot of time getting stripped down.
I was going to say, I mean, they make you guys look worse than you are.
We come in and we're like, oh, we're not having a great day, a little zit, and they're like, great, we're going to emphasize it today. We're going to give you dark circles. So, we have a great team to make us look absolutely atrocious.
And comfortable clothing. This is what I'm thinking about when I'm watching. I'm like, oh, they don't have to be in dresses. Right, no Spanx needed.
You could add tattoos. You could add more stuff to me. I want the scars. I want to look tough.
You like to be rough.
Yeah,
nice.
I do.
Never mind. Orange is the New Black, season 2 available on Netflix.
We're big fans. Thanks for that.
All right. Let's sign out.
Jen, help me, please.
All right, guys, this is why we're orange today. Orange is the new black. I wanted to fit right in. I got your forecast here. I'm ready to go. All right, next 7 days. Let's start with today, getting you into the weekend. One more more cloudy, rainy, murky day across the Northeast, and then our front comes through. Gets hung up in parts of the Southeast, but overall, I'd say the weather's pretty positive there for the weekend. Not so much across the plains. This is where we're watching for our next round of severe weather, possible tornadoes tomorrow. We're going to track that same system on Sunday. Not moving that quickly, but it does move a bit more into the Western Lakes area, Wisconsin. Father's Day is going to be a tough one out there to do some fishing because we do have those showers and thunderstorms. Now, Monday, we track it into the Ohio Valley, bring the showers back to the southeast, and all the while, we are cooling down in the west, and I've heard that 104 is a lot better than 110 in Phoenix, and so that's where we will be on Monday and Tuesday next week. And meanwhile, in the east, here our pattern changing, and we see another round of showers moving back in to the northeast, but temperatures much warmer this time. This is going to be a lot different next week than it is this week. Wednesday and Thursday in the northeast, mid to upper 80s with showers and thunderstorms. Guys, back to you.
Jen, thanks so much. Hey, the ladies from Orange is the New Black coming back to do the forecast. Was it in about 5 to 10?
Yes.
And our tropical update all
Only
coming up.
because it's Father's Day this weekend am I letting you get away with this.
There's nothing I would rather do, nowhere I'd rather be. There's nothing that quite makes me feel the way you do here with me. I'm happy as I can be, 'cause I have you and you have me. I'm happy as I can be, 'cause I have you and you have me.
As a commercial beekeeper, Dave tracks the Weather Channel forecast closely, predicting when crops across the country will bloom and need bees for pollination. At a moment's notice, he loads and trucks thousands of bees, keeping his eye on the weather to ensure his fragile cargo makes it to the blooms on time. When the bees and blooms matter, Dave turns to the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 84 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, thunderstorms developing in the afternoon. High 89. Chance of rain 60%. Tonight, scattered thunderstorms early, then partly cloudy after midnight. Low 74. Chance of rain 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Everything that goes into a Lennox system is engineered for absolute comfort. Like the parts that create your perfect temperature and humidity, or the parts that purify the air. Together, all these parts save you up to half off your heating and cooling bills. And there are few things more comforting than that. Get up to $1,700 back or special financing on select Lennox home comfort systems. Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
For more information, contact your local Lennox dealer.
Get 20% off Charbroil Commercial Series True Infrared Gas Grills at Lowe's.
What's a born maker made from? From small steps, giant leaps, big ideas, and sharp minds. All the things that make a born maker made this a car with swagger, intelligence, soul. car that proves a well-made sedan doesn't have to cross an ocean to be worthy of the American.
Xfinity On Demand presents.
Listen up. We're going in with a 4-man team. It's a lot more than 10 guys. We're fixing to get into a pretty good gunfight.
Rent or buy Lone Survivor with Xfinity On Demand.
Shot me. We're all shot, bro. Can you fight?
I can fight.
Let's go.
Lone Survivor. Find it here with Xfinity On Demand.
So you're saying you're gonna give me my credit score for free, right? And then you're gonna ask me for my credit card so you can charge me on the down low. 2 weeks later, look, Credit Karma.
Oh, are you talking to websites again?
It's saying free credit score.
Credit Karma? Yeah, it's actually free. Look, you don't have to put in your credit card information. Credit Karma. Really free credit scores. Really free.
Fist bump.
Free. It's as easy as web.com. Call 1-866-823-9824 today.
A Weather Channel original series.
This is a dangerous job.
Catching Hell. Sundays at 9 on the Weather Channel.
52 minutes past the hour. Welcome back to Wake Up with Al. Coming up on Monday, scoop your poop. How some are turning biodegradable waste from your pets into energy. Then later in the week, we're going to be live from Universal Studios in Orlando, Steph and I, as we help inaugurate the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Diagon Alley. It's going to be very, in fact, Greg Postel is known as our storm specialist wizard. And now let's wave our wand at Greg.
Yes, Al, thank you very much. I love the tease. I'm just getting a little bit more familiar with Harry Potter as we speak. But, you know, let's have a look at some meteorological wizardry that may be going on across parts of the tropics. Let's look at the Gulf of Mexico, the Caribbean, and the Atlantic. Right now, guys, it's all quiet, really nice weather, no organized thunderstorm activity, thanks in part to a strong jet stream that's bringing some fast winds aloft that is not allowing development and won't allow development, certainly through the next few days. But you know what? I want to take a look down into parts of the southwestern Caribbean Sea right now where there really is nothing going on. There's not even a thunderstorm out there. Well, we got to ask the question, why would I possibly pay any attention to this part of the Caribbean Sea right now? Well, I got to tell you that one of the models that weather forecasters use quite a bit, the GFS forecast model, next week brings a windy and rainy tropical system. I won't name it, but moves it northward through the Caribbean Sea next week and very obviously stands out among most of the rest of the guidance. So you can't not pay attention to this, right? I mean, this has been going on for days. It's a consistent solution. This is a pretty nasty system in the Caribbean. But the question you have to ask is it right? Well, in the face of a whole lot of substantial evidence that suggests otherwise, it's probably not right. One of those pieces of evidence being the Euro model, another one, which at the same time next week shows nothing, big high pressure over the Gulf of Mexico and Western Caribbean Sea. So when you put all of the pieces of the puzzle together, you kind of come up with this scenario where the tropical development through next week is not expected. I would say the GFS solution is unlikely, highly unlikely, but not impossible, obviously. So stay tuned for further updates. Now, on the Pacific side, it's been very active lately. We do have Hurricane Christina. Winds are 100 miles per hour. It's down a lot from yesterday, so it's on a significant weakening trend. And guys, this is where it's going, out to sea and only weakening as we move through the weekend and early next week. Al, back to you.
All right, thanks for that, Dr. Postel. So our Stars of Orange as the New Black are back, say that 3 times fast, to do the forecast for a couple of prisons. So I'm going to let you guys, I'm going to hand it away to you guys.
Thank you.
And it's all yours.
Oh, my goodness.
Thank you.
Wow, here we go. Where are we? We're in Alcatraz,
California. We have partial clouds on a Friday, sunny day Saturday and Sunday, so go out to the beach or tan on your yard.
That's Wait, right. Is that how you think we do it? Like,
yeah. That's how I always envision myself to be.
She started to talk like this.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, here we are. We're in Attica, New York. I think we're doing it. Is that how we're doing it?
This is Attica, yes.
We have rain and 76 degrees. It's not bad. 70, sunny Saturday and sunny on Sunday.
I love that you guys are like this.
We're giving you
This is a quick look at your forecast. We have to wrap. Oh, Leavenworth, sorry. We have to wrap it up, though. I want you guys to toss it over to Al. Can you do that?
Al, this is all for you.
Thank you guys so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for that arresting forecast. I'm not sure how to follow prison forecast.
Well, here's how you do it. Happy Father's Day!
Oh, my darling.
We wanted to celebrate you big. We want to, because you're such a wonderful father. So not only your family, but also the crew here.
Well, that's great.
You are a wonderful dad. So we got you some balloons, some cake, and also a few presents there. I have to tell everyone, Al is very giving, and every morning he comes in, and one of his favorite things to do is hand out Kind bars to the entire crew. But he doesn't just hand them out. Al, show everybody what you do with the Kind bars. This is how it works every morning. So watch out. Heads up. That's what he does. Every morning he comes in doing that.
And you get a bar.
Yes, and one of the other favorite things that you hand out, Al, that we wanted to help you out with.
Justin's almond butter.
Yes. Yeah. So we just wanted to say Happy Father's Day because you're just so kind and generous.
Thank you.
Seriously, not only to your family, but everybody. Everybody, come on. Happy Mother. Come on in, everybody.
Oh, Carl, one of our great dads here.
Yes, other great dads.
And Johnny Pinto, and Joe, and Allison, and everybody. All right.
All right, everyone, have a great Father's Day. Al, Carl, everyone on the crew, and everybody at home. Happy Father's Day, everybody. Have a great weekend. Happy Father's Day.
Very good.
Currently in our area, 85 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, thunderstorms developing in the afternoon. High 89. Chance of rain 60%. Tonight, scattered thunderstorms early, then partly cloudy after midnight. Low 74. Chance of rain 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Center Live, we're looking at more rain for the already waterlogged eastern half of the country. We'll time out the showers and let you know when and where we could see some flash flooding today.
And that rain will move out for those of you in the Northeast, making for a beautiful Father's Day weekend. We'll look coast to coast to let you know if you'll be able to get outside with dear old Dad.
But not everyone is in the clear this weekend. In fact, some are directly in the line of fire with the threat of severe weather. Our severe weather expert has some pretty high Torcon values in place. All the details to keep you ahead and safe from these storms as Weather Center Live starts right now. And good morning to you. Waking up on the West Coast, it's the top of the 8 o'clock hour for you.
It is, but that means it's 11 a.m. for us right here at the Weather Channel headquarters in Atlanta. Happy Friday, everybody. I'm Kyla Grogan.
Happy. I'm Vivian Brown. We have rain to talk about today and the severe weather threat for the weekend. So, Kyla, get us out in front.
Yeah, we've got stuff to talk about, everybody. It's a big weekend, right? We've got Father's Day coming up. So let's talk about the stories that you need to get out in front of. And we are definitely talking about the rain in the Northeast, and we also have to look out for unsettled southeast weather yet again. And this weekend, a severe threat. Certainly something that everyone is going to be worrying about. So let's take a look at this. This is the Northeast today, where we're going to see that unsettled weather, those showers again all the way down that I-95 corridor from Boston to Washington, D.C. Stormy in the southeast, yes. You've got to look out for it again, particularly in the afternoon, but we're already seeing some of that weather fire up. And speaking of weather firing up, this is where you need to keep an eye out this weekend as severe weather will certainly be in play for those of you in Rapid City, North Platte, Minneapolis, all the way down to Amarillo, Texas. But we want to get right now to Vivian, who's going to get us out in front of the first of those stories. Viv.
All right, well, let's talk about the D.C. area. We have video now from the region after this massive tree now fell onto this house in Tacoma Park in Maryland. Do we have that? Okay, we don't have that video. Okay, but we're looking live now in the D.C. area. Mostly cloudy. Temperatures in the low 80s around the D.C. area right now. Let's check out your forecast because we're looking at some pretty nice conditions this Father's Day weekend for the Mid-Atlantic and the Northeast. Rain and storms, though, expected before we get to the weekend. And some of those storms, unfortunately, could lead to some flooding. Flood watches have been issued just outside of Baltimore, including around the D.C. area back into Martinsburg. So just watch out for low-lying areas or flood-prone areas in this general vicinity. We have the warm front. Notice how it's kind of bowing back across this region, and just a batch of moderate rain moving across upstate New York, crossing over the Champlain Valley now in northern Vermont, and then just some spotty areas of showers here. But this is the region of the country right out ahead of the cold front into the south of the warm front that we have a very unstable air mass. So as we go through the afternoon, we can't rule out some of those showers developing. But here, just north of New York City, a pocket of heavier rain crossing over just to the west of you, Hartford. So we'll keep you updated on that. And again, some thunder showers starting to develop here. A little lightning just to the north and west of the Baltimore vicinity. So today, this is the area that we're watching for the scattered showers and thunderstorms. But as mentioned, heading into the overnight hours, and things will slowly but surely start to clear out for a good part of late Saturday into Sunday. 1 to 2 inches, though, are possible before we get there. D.C., Saturday, 82 degrees, partly sunny conditions. Mostly sunny, though, on Father's Day with temperatures in the middle 80s. Kyla?
All right, thank you, Vivian. Meanwhile, in the south, it's been all about thunderstorms, right? Especially in the afternoon. You can see a little rain coming down in New Orleans. We've got those cloudy skies in Atlanta and in Tampa. This time of year, you just get that feeling, right? All of that moisture is in the air. You can feel it when you walk out the door. And we're going to see this continue right through our Father's Day weekend, so it might alter some of your plans. Just make sure that you're ready for it because we are going to be staying settled in the southeast, unsettled, that is. And you can certainly see this ahead of the cold front as it starts to track down, and then you see it really stalls out, and that's why through the weekend, the scattered thunderstorms just aren't going anywhere. We already see that popping up right now. If you're driving along I-10, if you're in New Orleans and say you're heading right across to the east towards Pensacola or Mobile, you're dealing with that rain coming down, the lightning as well. You can see if we head down to Florida, even though it's just cloudy right now in Tampa, there are storms to the north of you, to the south of you. Sarasota, you've seen your share. And look at the lightning associated with these storms. Remember your lightning safety this time of year, very important in Florida. And even as we look up to Tennessee, heading right now to Knoxville, if you're cruising along I-40, you too are going to be dealing with some of that stormy weather. So today we'll see it in Charlotte, Atlanta, all the way down into Florida, where we're already seeing those storms fire up. Tomorrow, Atlanta, you're going to catch a little bit of a break as that stalled out front sinks further to the south. But by Sunday, and this is your Father's Day, it is back. So Atlanta, Georgia, here we go. This afternoon, you'll see those clouds pile up again like we've seen the past few days. Very nice and warm, 81 degrees. Should be a nice day. Beautiful on Saturday, though. We'll have a few clouds. Not bad. But on Father's Day, watch out for those spotty thunderstorms once again. Viv.
Speaking of the weekend, Kyla, we're watching parts of the upper Midwest. That's where we think those storms could be the most severe. So let's show you what we're talking about. A system coming out of the Pacific Northwest and the Northern Rockies by tomorrow, plowing right into the Dakotas, parts of Nebraska and Kansas. And then on Sunday, notice how it moves a little farther east. So we'll be watching some of the big cities from Chicago to Milwaukee, Minneapolis, Des Moines, and even near St. Louis. And we're talking about this system being pretty potent as we're watching this whole area. So if you live in the red shaded area, heads up for you. Hailstones, high winds, even the threat of tornadoes. A pretty significant threat here with a 5 out of 10 chance of tornadoes and even a 4 out of 10 in western Iowa and the western parts of Minnesota here. So heads up for you. We just want want to give you the advisories right now that we think the atmosphere will be coming together that will be conducive for some of the thunderstorms producing tornadoes. So on Father's Day, it could be a little violent here, the overall weather picture. So we're watching this area. We want you to tune into the Weather Channel this weekend because we do, of course, just constantly watch the radars for you so that we can let you know what's going on. But today, looking great across the area. 75 in Minneapolis with mostly sunny conditions. So it is definitely the calm before the storms because things will go downhill this weekend. Kyla?
Thank you, Vivian. Well, Texas couple probably didn't buy their dream house to live on the edge, but that's exactly what's going on. Take a look at this. Ahead, what's happening to this mansion dangling dangerously over a cliff. Then it's time to take Dad to the beach from the mid-Atlantic to the Big Apple, where sunny days will usher in a perfect Father's Day weekend. And, you know, if you're in Times Square right now in New York City, you might be thinking, I don't know about that. The weather's not so great today as we started off with a little bit of rain and a lot of traffic, as you can see. But hey, I'm here to tell you your forecast is about to improve New York City. So hang in there and a happy Friday.
If you want to see your faithful,
don't be such a couch potato.
Yeah, just go check out the thing for yourself.
Highlander.
Ain't got no room for boring.
There's Fernie Boo.
No, we ain't got no room for boring. For boring, we ain't got no room.
The 2014 Highlander. Toyota.
Let's go places.
Papa, Pops, Dad. The men who were protectors, providers, and sometimes strangers. Who answered the call to save a country, who left as boys and came home men. Fathers that offered their shoulders to ride on and lean on. They are the men who taught us to throw, to fight, to fly. Discover the dads that led to you. Search for free now at Ancestry.com.
This world is an abomination. It's because of you, humans.
Let us be strong.
I think it's time we take back our town.
Defiance premieres this Thursday at 8, only on Sci-Fi. Followed by the premiere of Dominion.
Currently in our area, 85 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, scattered showers or thunderstorms. High 88. Chance of rain 60%. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies with scattered thunderstorms during the evening. Low 74. Chance of rain 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Weather Channel original series.
This is a dangerous job.
Catching Hell. Sundays at 9 on the Weather Channel.
That's smooth. Transform your worn weather deck into a beautiful barefoot-friendly surface with Olympic Rescue It wood and concrete resurfacer.
Who are you talking to?
Olympic Rescue It, from America's most trusted brand since 1938. Available at Lowe's.
Olympic Paint and Stain. Guaranteed for real life. Available at Lowe's.
Rich, chewy caramel, rolled up in smooth milk chocolate.
All aboard.
Rolo, get your smooth on.
Do you have something for pain?
I have Bayer aspirin.
I'm not having a heart attack. It's my back.
I mean Bayer Back and Body. It works great for pain.
Bayer Back and Body provides effective relief for your tough pain.
Better?
Yeah. Thanks for the tip.
This Father's Day, let's turn our hero into a superhero. Let's give him the power, consult with his sidekick and equip him with all the super toys he needs, all on a mild-mannered budget, so he can spend some quality time back in his lair. Then come out strong and save the day. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Ryobi impact driver, drill, batteries, charger, and case, just $99.
Well, Utah's fire season is well underway with several wildfires burning throughout the state in the past week. And here's the latest one to spark in the small town of Draper, Utah. Many were forced to evacuate yesterday afternoon as the hillside burned. Take a look at those homes there. A crew of 60 firefighters is working around the clock to stop the fire from spreading to more homes. So the West, unfortunately, is dealing with very dry conditions. Of course, that's not unusual this time of year, but drought makes it worse. And you know, we've built up quite a bit of drought. So heat, drought, and fire, those are the threats right now for the West Coast. And unfortunately, we're not going to see anything budge that out of the way just yet. So you can see, if we look at 3 months ago, 40% of the West was in severe drought, now 47%. So it has gotten worse. And here's the problem. Rain is just not coming to this area. In the West, we deal with high pressure a lot. That makes for those beautiful skies, but it also means that we don't get the rain. I did weather in California, and I tell you, we just watch all of the rain shoot right to the north, right into the Pacific Northwest. Now today, look at those temperatures in Phoenix, 108, 105 in Palm Springs. So certainly we've got the heat. It's going to be with us tomorrow too. Las Vegas, not so bad. 95 degrees for you and 94 for Fresno is actually a bit of an improvement. But you can see here on Sunday, we're not really catching a break. We're very close to that triple-digit heat or at it in many places. And that's why we've got the red flag warning. So if you're going camping this weekend with Dad in Utah, or maybe you're heading out in New Mexico, Arizona, even cities like Las Vegas, maybe you're heading up to Mount Charleston, please be careful. You can see those red flag warnings. That means all the conditions are right there for a fire to spark. So if anything can set it off, the conditions will actually make it travel very quickly. Here are the temperatures here in Las Vegas over the weekend. You can see we'll get into those 90s, so that's a little bit of a break, but no rain in the forecast. And so certainly that means that you've got to look out for any fire danger all throughout the West and the Southwest in particular. Vivian.
All right, let's take you to Whitney, Texas, where a luxury home teetering on the edge of a cliff is ready to be destroyed. Now, these images are almost unimaginable. The mansion has been crumbling into the lake as the cliff actually slowly gives away. You can really see the vantage point of the part of the house that is actually teetering on the edge. This is a live shot, so you're looking at kind of the front of the house here, but if we could get it from a different angle, you'd be able to see that it's actually teetering on the edge of the lake. The house in our south, of course, of the Fort Worth area was condemned 2 weeks ago, so no one is in the home, but these are incredible scenes. I mean, it doesn't look that incredible here from this particular angle, but I wish we could get the other angle. It is literally like almost tumbling into the waters there on the side. Okay, we'll keep you updated on that story. In the meantime, let's check on the 7-day forecast, which does include Father's Day, of course. Today, we're looking at wet weather up and down the eastern seaboard, the eastern third of the country, looking at the unsettled weather. Then we have a system that came out of the Pacific Northwest, crossing over into the Rockies, into the western high plains today. This system will be the one that we will watch very, very closely, because tomorrow, as it pushes into the Dakotas, Nebraska, and Kansas, we're talking about these storms perhaps producing severe weather, even the potential for tornadoes. So heads up for you if you're over the central and northern plains, and even on Father's Day as it moves into the upper Midwest, we'll be watching Minneapolis, Milwaukee, Chicago, St. Louis, just to name a few of the bigger cities, but this whole area will be vulnerable to the severe storms. Notice how we have a beautiful Father's Day, though, shaping up over the Northeast. Maybe some scattered showers, though, along the immediate Gulf Coast. Now let's quickly take you through the beginning and middle of next week. Monday, Tuesday, looking at the green from the Dakotas back into the mid-Atlantic. The green, of course, indicating where rain is possible. Scattered showers and storms over the mid-Atlantic, the southeast through Thursday.
Capri Sun, huh? Yeah, now you can see there's no artificial colors or preservatives. My kids think it's cool.
Look at you, the cool mom.
Mom, can I have a Capri Sun?
Sure, honey. Take some for your friends.
Cool.
It's me. Cool mom.
New Clear Bottom. Capri Sun.
Growing perfect vine-ripe tomatoes is tough work. For
For over 80 years, we've handpicked each one to ensure they'll be at the peak of flavor when they're ready to be eaten. And when you put this much into what you grow, you only trust it in the best hands. That's why I work with Walmart. Their produce experts work with me in the fields to make sure you get the freshest tomatoes they've ever had. And they back it up with their 100% money-back guarantee.
Picked by farmers, guaranteed by us.
She keeps you on your toes. You wouldn't have it any other way. But your erectile dysfunction? It could be a question of blood flow. Cialis Tadalafil for daily use helps you be ready anytime the moment's right. You can be more confident in your ability to be ready. And the same Cialis is the only daily ED tablet approved to treat ED and symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently or urgently. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medicines, and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, get medical help right away for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or any allergic reactions like rash, hives, swelling of the lips, tongue, or throat, or difficulty breathing or swallowing, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about experiencing Cialis for daily use and a free 30-tablet trial.
This is Kenny. Kenny is a dentist, but he races autocross on the weekends. But he's not thinking about his tires right now. Kenny buys all his tires from TireRack.com. Right now, he can get a $100 Tire Rack prepaid MasterCard when he buys a set of 4 select Kumho tires. For details, he'd go to TireRack.com/TV. But Kenny's not thinking about tires right now. Kenny's thinking, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. This is awesome. TireRack.com. Find, deliver, install.
What are they? Oh, fate.
We're the Angels' natural enemy.
It won't be over until they're extinct. Or we are.
Dominion.
On your mark, get set,
win! Visit Isle Casino Pompano Park for your chance to drive off in a BMW 228i. Jump into all the excitement on Saturday, June 28th from 5 to 9 p.m. 20 lucky winners will walk away with $250 in fan play. And at 9 p.m., one grand prize winner will take home the incredible new BMW 228i. Receive one free entry every day in June and earn more with play. Buckle up and get ready to win. Only at Isle Casino Pompano Park.
All right, so let's go fishing.
It's in my blood. I just want to make him proud.
I want to keep this boat fishing. It's what I was born and bred to do. I'm a small businessman, and I need to go fishing.
Deadliest Catch, Tuesdays at 9 on Discovery.
Win a fishing trip with Guy Harvey. Prize includes a 2-night stay at the Guy Harvey Outpost. Go to your favorite Bell's department store or bellsflorida.com and enter for a chance to win.
266-2838 now. That's 1-855-266-2838.
A Weather Channel original series.
Every time I shoot a fish, when I'm wrestling them, that's when I'm scared.
Catching Hell. Sundays at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 85 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, scattered showers or thunderstorms. High 88. Chance of rain 60%. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies with scattered thunderstorms during the evening. Low 74. Chance of rain 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Welcome back. The Weather Channel is Hurricane Central, and we're constantly tracking the tropics. And Hurricane Christina weakening in the Pacific now. Some good news. Vivian is going to get us up to speed on the very latest. Viv.
All right. Thanks very much, Kyla. Here is the latest on Christina, because this time yesterday morning we were talking about it was a 150-mile-per-hour hurricane. It has weakened a little bit, still has those winds of 100 miles an hour, and the pressure 973 millibars. This is Mexico, by the way, you know. It is moving to the northwest at 8 miles an hour, so it continues to move away from the Mexican coastline, and its forward momentum has increased, so it'll boogie on along, and hopefully before we know it, it'll be a weak system and pretty much just a remnant low. We think by early Wednesday morning is when we can pretty much say that it's no longer a tropical storm or anything, just a remnant low. So good riddance to Christina. But let's check on the Atlantic Basin as we look across the Caribbean waters here, the Gulf of Mexico. What you're seeing now are the upper air winds, and they're pretty strong, over 80 and 100 miles an hour, say about 5 miles aloft. And we're noticing this just basically precluding any tropical development. So we're not expecting anything to develop, certainly as we head into the next 48 hours here. It's pretty quiet over the Caribbean if you're going for a cruise here. Even the Gulf of Mexico, we have some thunderstorm clouds kind of developing, but other than that, it is void of any tropical development. So tropical development not expected across the Atlantic Basin through next week, actually, because those upper air winds are just so strong. Now, typically throughout the month of June, we do focus our attention on these areas. They're more climatologically favored for development. So if we were to get anything developed throughout the month of June, more than likely it would be in these yellow or this orange shaded area in particular. This is really a prime spot for development in the month of June over the eastern Gulf of Mexico. But again, we don't have anything developing, so Arthur will take a while before it forms, and then we'll go down the list. Hopefully this year we won't get too far down the list. Okay, the K name is Kyle. Not after you, Kyla, but hopefully we won't get that far down the list.
It's close. Yeah, I was supposed to be a boy. Surprise, Kyla. That's how I got my name. Well, as for how hurricane wind speeds are actually measured, researchers take to the skies. Our Michael Lowry breaks down how that's done in today's Hurricane IQ.
Have you ever wondered why the hurricane hunters fly into hurricanes? Seems a bit crazy, right? Since hurricanes form over the ocean, though, we have very few observations like we do here on land to tell us how strong a storm is or where its developing center might be. So we rely on the hurricane hunters. Now, the plane flies pretty low, anywhere between 1,000 and 10,000 feet above the ocean's surface. As they near the circulation, they fly a specific pattern resembling the figure 4 to collect measurements every few seconds from all sides of the storm. When the plane reaches each corner, it turns with the counterclockwise flow of the winds, heading back through the eye, and it's here that they drop a parachute of instruments known as a dropsonde to measure the strongest winds and the lowest pressure at the center of the storm. The Hurricane Center send these observations back to us here on land, where they're used not only to improve the forecast, but to warn the public and ultimately save lives. So the next time you wonder how we measure the winds in a hurricane out there, just look up and you might just find the answer. And that's your Hurricane IQ.
All right, thank you, Michael. Well, a weekend severe threat is building, and pop-up storms have the potential to produce tornadoes. Ahead on Weather Center Live, we're going to track who's under the greatest risk to see dangerous storms. Plus,
I've been fishing for all my life, but really fly fishing, focusing fully on fly fishing for about 4 years. It feels absolutely natural. I mean, it's in my DNA.
Energizer protects your devices from damaging leaks.
You have time to shop for car insurance today?
Yeah.
I heard about Progressive's Name Your Price tool. I guess you can tell them how much you want to pay, and it gives you a range of options to choose from.
Huh? I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
the guest room situation?
The Name Your Price tool, making the world a little more progressive.
At PetSmart, we believe pets make us better people. They inspire us to remember things like life begins at 5:01 and when to choose our battles. For over 25 years, the pet-loving associates at PetSmart have helped you create more moments like these while giving back to the community, saving over 5 million lives, and bringing people and pets together. At PetSmart, we're in it to create more moments like these every day. PetSmart, inspired by pets.
It's KFC game night. Dinner at the table is approaching, I think, something like 12 minutes. Thanks to 12 extra crispy tenders, 4 dipping sauces, 2 sides, and biscuits.
And a free I Spy game right on the bucket.
I kind of want to do this every Friday.
A message from the law offices of Pulaski and Middleman. A government study has identified key industries with significant exposure to asbestos, concluding that a wide variety of occupations face an elevated risk. We urge those diagnosed with lung cancer or mesothelioma to contact us for a free consultation. Call toll-free 1-800-950-MESO. For nearly 2 decades, we've been fighting for families harmed by asbestos. Call 1-800-950-MESO. Mesothelioma. Don't fight it alone.
It's an instinct that guides us, a passion for performance. That's why we created the Infiniti Q50S with Performance Wheel Package. It has more power and better overall handling and cornering performance than the BMW 335i M Sport Sedan. When you follow your instincts, the results are undeniable. Lease the Infiniti Q50 for $369 a month.
It's the candy bar that's too hot for TV in all its naked glory. Stripped of chocolate with nothing but salty roasted peanuts on soft, sweet caramel. A Payday bar will get you through your day. Expose yourself to Payday.
Heartburn. Did someone say burn? Try Alka-Seltzer Relief Chews. They work just as fast and are proven to taste better than Tums Smoothies assorted fruit.
Amazing.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Alka-Seltzer Heartburn Relief Chews. Enjoy the relief.
This world is an abomination. It's because of you, humans.
Let us be strong.
I think it's time we take back our town.
Defiance premieres this Thursday at 8, only on Sci-Fi, followed by the premiere of Dominion.
Currently in our area, 85 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, scattered showers or thunderstorms. High 88. Chance of rain 60%. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies with scattered thunderstorms during the evening. Low 74. Chance of rain 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Weather Channel original series.
This is a dangerous job.
Catching Hell. Sundays at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Welcome back into Weather Center Live. You're coming up on 30 minutes past the hour. We're so glad you're here.
Oh, yes, we are. You know what? We're in for a very nice weekend of the Northeast, but not so fast because we have to get to the weekend first and some wet conditions today.
And some airport delays. I just looked, LaGuardia, an hour and a half, almost 2 hours.
Almost 2 hours.
Yeah, I've got about a half hour in Boston, so a little bit tough. But let's go to a live look at New York City right now. And you can see just a little bit wet on the roads there. It's about 68 degrees. We are going to warm up in New York City to about that 80 70-degree mark. It's a Friday. You know, people are trying to travel in and out from New York City, maybe coming in to visit Dad or trying to take off and get to wherever Dad is. And unfortunately, as we mentioned, the weather could be slowing you down right now because that stormy weather is hanging on in the Northeast. Did you know that New York's 5 inches above where they should be for their rain total so far this year? So a lot of my family lives up there. They've been complaining about all of this rain, and you're right, it's a lot. The storm systems are still moving across as that low pressure system tracks through tonight. And as you can see right now, this is a live radar, so we've got those storms right ahead of our warm front. But we really look to ahead of the cold front where we could see this pop up as we go throughout the afternoon in the mid-Atlantic. And remember, we've got saturated ground, so we could see flooding there if the rain does start coming down. Hartford, it's heading your way. Southern Connecticut, it's there already, and Albany too. Boston, catch a little break as this pushes up further to the north, but it's really causing trouble with the airports. And again, we expect that to continue today all along that lovely I-95 corridor. If you're driving it, not so great today, not so great tonight. Scattered thunderstorms continue, but I have good news, everybody. Are you ready, New York? Okay, so we're dealing with this today. It might be a hassle, right, if you're out and about in the city. But look what happens on Saturday. We're drying out, 78 degrees, a mix of sun and clouds. And then Father's Day, I don't think you can ask for better than this. 81 degrees, beautiful sunshine. Should be a fantastic day to get out and about with Dad if you are in the Northeast. So there, Vivian, we get to end on a good note.
I know, Mother Nature even giving all dads over the Northeast a great Father's Day present. But check out the W. This is in the Atlanta area yesterday where we had the downpours. You know, they were scattered throughout the city. Even had that thunder and lightning. You can hear it, can't you? It was not the best of afternoons, but there are improvements expected. We will slowly kind of clean out the atmosphere over the southeast, but for the most part, we're dealing with widely scattered and isolated thunderstorms because this frontal boundary will be pushing through. Notice how it clears the New England coast for the most part, so that's why we're going to have a great weekend over the Northeast that Kyla was talking about, but the tail end of it will kind of lag behind. So as we go through the next 24 to 48 hours, looking at all of the low-level moisture and the winds kind of coming together near this front, causing the air to rise, and once it rises, it reaches a certain level, and you get the clouds to condense, and we get the showers and storms. Today, we have those storms lining up along the Gulf Coast, another batch pushing through the central parts of Florida, but then we have some pockets of isolated thunder showers too. So from New Orleans over to Pensacola, not the best of beach days, and even kind of dangerous inland here over the central parts of Florida with those dangerous lightning strikes. And we'll keep tabs on these isolated clusters of storms a little farther north. Kyla?
Speaking of lightning, take a look at this, Vivian. A lightning show as severe storms lashed Austin, Texas overnight. Reports of baseball-sized hail and strong winds rocked the area, and a tornado reported in Burnett County, damaging at least 3 homes, tearing a roof off of one of them. And you know what? The severe threat is going to continue into the weekend in the plains. We've got these storms to deal with yet again. We've seen dangerous weather, and unfortunately, I know it's a holiday weekend, but we've got to watch out for it again this weekend. So let's get you up to speed on the setup here. The jet stream is certainly taking a little dive in the west. That moist flow is coming on up in the center of the country, so that's where we're going to see those storms kick off again. Places like Kansas City down to Oklahoma City, including those of you in Wichita, Kansas. So we could see the chance of a tornado, everybody. So we have to watch out from Denver to North Platte to Wichita, right down to Oklahoma. Saturday night, it continues. So Kansas City, again, Wichita, North Platte. Those are the cities I want to make sure you're keeping an eye out for this. This is where we could potentially see isolated tornadoes. OKC, right on up to Kansas City. Damaging winds and hail, certainly a possibility with this too. So want to make sure you have a way to get your watches and warnings this weekend. Very important one, keep you safe. So Kansas City today, hey, it's beautiful. It's 78 degrees and sunshine, gorgeous. But watch out as these storms move in over the weekend. Temperatures very warm in the mid-80s. We get that disturbed environment, and we're going to see the same thing in Oklahoma City. While today, enjoy it, it's gorgeous. Watch out on Saturday and Sunday. Again, you see those temperatures really moving up there, and we're going to see those storms that could be severe. Vivian.
Well, meteorologist Reynolds Wolf is the first person that comes to mind when you mention the words fly fishing around the Weather Channel. He is extremely passionate about the sport, no matter what the weather, and that has everything to do with his dad. In honor of Father's Day, we wanted to share his story of the fisherman and his father.
I've got 3 big passions in my life, and my wife, my kids, and fly fishing. To me, Jackson Hole, this is the way the West was supposed to be. This is the way nature's supposed to be. To me, this is the Garden of Eden. I've been fishing for all my life, but really fly fishing, focusing fully on fly fishing for about 4 years. It feels absolutely natural. I mean, it's again, it's in my DNA. It's no surprise that I'm a Pisces, for heaven's sakes. Come on, you know, gotta be into fishing. I love solitude. I love being alone. And this time, usually, you'll find this stretch of river vacant. And to me, that's all the more appealing. When you're out there and you draw the rod back and the line flows behind you, and you have great expectations, you've got a plan, you bring it forward, you scout your target, you bring it back one more time, and this time there's purpose to it. And then you bring it forward one more time and you throw it to the fates. Isn't that like